number 4. From the beginning, if the teacher taught a concept and it was not grasped by the students, he should not become upset with them and display anger. Rather, he should repeat and review the matter, even if he must do so many times, until they appreciate the depth of the Halachah. Similarly, the student should not say, "I understood," when he does not understand. Rather, he should ask again and again, even if he requires several repetitions. If his teacher become upset with him and display anger, he should tell him, "My teacher, this is Torah. It is necessary that I study, and my powers of comprehension are weak." So if you tell it to any angry person, no normal, right? And so sometimes people can get upset, like already repeated 5 times, 7 times, you did not understand. So tell them, "Teacher, my teacher, this is Torah, so I must learn. I apologize. It's the problem not with you. The problem is with me." So it should calm him down, I guess. Okay, so from the beginning, I'm going to explain. If teacher taught the concept and it was not grasped by the students, he should not become upset with them and display anger. So two different things. Okay, should not become upset with them. Number 30. In Hilchot 2:3, Rambam explained in detail how the anger is very bad trait, and it is proper for a person to separate himself entirely from anger. So just to remind us what we said in Hilchot Dios in our classes, they're online. So Rambam said in all of the other character traits, you have to go in the middle of the road. So don't be like too stingy, and don't just waste your money, right? So be somewhere in the middle of the road. So if you need to help somebody, you need to give somebody a loan, give them a loan. Give tzedakah, right? But still, don't throw the money out. Don't buy like useful things. Like sometimes I see people like throw out like things. They put it on next to the garbage with the labels. Why would you buy it? Or they buy all of this. I saw just recently somebody put what is this? This exercise machine, and you see, I think I was not that close, but I think the seat was still in the plastic. I mean, maybe that's how they use it, but I think it was in plastic. So they spend all this money without thinking, right? And so it's waste. So in all these things, all the character traits, Rambam said, go in the middle of the road. But anger, right? You have to like separate to completely to opposite extreme, right? He continues, explain how teachers should instruct the students in a composed and pleasant manner without shouting. Okay, so I mean they're not so bright. Let's say especially children. I mean it's not they cannot concentrate this and that. I mean don't shout at them. Here he does not center on a negative aspect of the anger. It's its own right, but rather in a propriety of as an educational technique. So I mean, if a teacher is going to be angry, and he's going to like create a pressure in a room, like or right in a study group. So how he's expecting these people to understand? They would be too nervous not to get him even more angry. Like, just stop it, right? So one more time the whole sentence. If the teacher taught a concept and it was not grasped by the students, he should not become upset to them and display anger. So let's see. Note Mishnah Avos 2:5, cited by Rambam in the following Halachah. Okay, where it says, one second, one should teach Talmud with a pleasant countenance and Agada with a patient countenance. Okay, so Talmud with a pleasant countenance, because it is a hard as it is, and a God with a patient countenance. Very interesting. So, but anger, we said, I'm not sure we're going to say that, or we said it in the Hilchot also. In sometimes you're allowed to show anger. In Hilchot we say show. For example, that we said the household, when they just ignore or are not treating seriously religious practices, whatever is it. So it is allowed for a person to show anger, to scare them a little. That I'm not happy when you behave like this. You understand? And same we said in students, to show them anger. So if they just fooling around, right? To show them anger, that you not appreciate what they do, but inside you're not allowed to be angry. That's why he says display anger. Rather, he should repeat the review the matter. So, but only if it's obvious, right? But if people genuinely do not understand, that's not a problem. So spend more time. Rather, he should repeat and review the matter, even if he must do many times, until they appreciate the depth of the Halachah. So if person does not understand the depth of the Halachah, so it's very easy for him to forget completely. But if person understand at least logic of the Halachah, and he or she remember how it was developed, how the teacher explained, okay, maybe right. So it's easy for them to at least remember. Let's put it this: at least remember that I think it was an issue if I do like this or like that. So at least a person would know and go and to the books and check, or ask somebody. Not somebody. Don't ask anybody. Not just somebody, right? Ask a knowledgeable person. Ask Rabbi, right? But the person must ask, right? As indicated, he or she does not understand until it is very, very clear to them. So very, very clear to them. Commentary. In Dvarim 31:19 says the Torah must be placed in the student's mouth, meaning that the student can repeat. Right? So how do you know that you're ready for a test? That you can repeat yourself. Eruvin 54b interprets this as a charge to teachers, requiring them to review this subject matter with their students until the latter comprehend it fully. Okay, that's why we're also trying to do review when we learn a new subject. We try to remind what we said before that in different classes. So it's so a person would have like a solid foundation, right? Until, as commentators say, they comprehend fully. The passage continues praising Rabbi Preda for teaches one of the students each point 400 times. Through the patience, though the patience is generally required of a teacher, there are times when he should display anger, right? As explained in the following halachah. Okay, they're going to explain. So, as we said, display anger, but do not be angry. So, I mean, if somebody does not understand, maybe, as Rabbi Reuven said, Shlita, maybe it's a problem with you. Maybe you don't know the subject that well, that you cannot explain to these people, right? Maybe it's not exactly the issue. So it's very interesting story about Rabbi Preda. They're not going to say it, but let's say it. It's very interesting. It's in Talmud. It was Rabbi Preda, and he was a great scholar. And one of the students was a not so sharp person, to put it mildly, right? And this person needed 400 times, like repetition 400 times, in order to remember one simple thing. And that's what Rabbi Preda was doing 400 times, 400 times, 400 times. And these students, okay, slow, but he was getting the Torah a little, right? And one day, Rabbi Preda had a business meeting with some important people, and he had to leave early. And he came to the student and said, in the morning, my dear student, Baruch Hashem, I enjoy learning with you, but please, let's understand today from 400 times, no more. Because why? Because I need to go to this business meeting. Said, sure, Rabbi, okay, let's start. They started. They did exactly 400 times and all other days. And the Rabbi Preda, the Tzal said, okay, all right, so class is over, lesson is over. I hope that you understand. And this student said, apologize, Rabbi, I do not understand anything that you said. Once you said that you need to leave early, I was nervous all the time. Maybe I would understand, maybe I would not understand. And I could not concentrate on what you were saying, so I do not understand anything. So Rabbi Preda, that's all what he said. He said, looks like the meeting is canceled, right? So, and he stayed behind and he learned with the student another 400 times until he got the lesson of the day. And because of this unbelievable act, at what Rabbi Preda did, so it was a Baal's call, the voice from heaven, and they asked Rabbi Preda, you're a very special person, so we want to give you a reward. What would you prefer? To live a very long life, right? For all of this, don't think that all of this 400 times every day that would go to waste. No, you're going to get years of life added to your name, or all of your generation will go to Olam Haba. So what do you prefer? And Rabbi Preda Zatzal, of course, he said, of course, there's no doubt in my mind. Let all of my people from my generation, all of the tzaddikim, go to Olam Haba. And the Bas call answered, okay, let them go to Olam Haba, but you're going to go Olam Haba, but first we're going to give you a very long life. And some say he lived 400 years, some say more, but he was compensated for his patience, this great Rabbi Preda.